Hey all, here are OS Reviews. In many places around the world, we're seeing record highs in temperatures for the summer season. So to stay cool, picking up a small fan could be a good idea. They can be found in a variety of locations. There is one that's kind of notorious, being advertised as the Blau portable air conditioner. And right off the bat, I'll say that these mini units are not real AC products because they don't really suck out hot air. It's really just a mini fan, but still that can be enough to make you feel just a bit cooler and more relaxed during hot temperatures if you don't have a real AC. Things that I do like about this particular model that makes it unique includes the fact that it has a LCD digital display on the bottom that will show you the battery percentage remaining because it is rechargeable using a 4000 milliamp hour pack that is recharged using USB Type-C. And just like larger tower fans, this model has an oscillating base, so it can even rotate and pivot on a rotor or hinge and not just blow in one direction. This model also has an RGB backlight using LEDs behind the fan that can shine a variety of different colors. So it can also act as a night light or a mood light of sorts. So all of these features make it one of the more advanced versions of these mini fans that I've seen. And then like those other models, it does also have a humidifier function, so you can pop in some water or ice cubes onto the top and it can spray some mist in addition to the fan to further make you feel a little bit more cool. This model here sells for around $40. So the fan can still work even if the power goes out in your house, and also you can take it with you when on the road. Taking a closer look at the design of the fan, it also looks quite clean, almost like something that Xiaomi or let's say Philips would make. Everything is made out of this polycarbonate plastic, and then the top handle here has almost a synthetic leather texture to it, so it makes it look a little bit more expensive than the price actually is. And then on the very top here, there's also a rubber accent that you can pull on to remove the lid, and that's the place where you can pop in some water, where if you want to use the spraying function, which is optional, you can pop it in. And this part is also having a transparent window, so you can gauge how much water is remaining. And down below here, we have actually the fan, including some kind of shutters that you can actually twist on if you want to move the air in one direction or downwards or upwards. The LED display, we also have the 3 buttons down below here. The middle one, if you tap on, will turn the fan on, and then tapping on it again will change between the speeds of the fan modes. You can also long hold for a few seconds to turn the backlight, the RGB effect, on or off. And then the side here is for the oscillating base if you want to have it rotate or stop. And then also here is for the mist function. Pretty simple and straightforward. So the base here also has some soft touch rubber that prevents it from sliding around on a surface. On the back here, we have just a safety power on and off switch, as well as the Type-C port. Here is a size comparison, by the way, with a average smartphone these days. It has a 6.5-inch display, so it is still very small. So let's go ahead and turn it on. And right now this is at the first mode, and here is the kind of volume level that it has in the room. So it's not too bad. It's still relatively quiet, I'd say, comparable to kind of a computer, maybe in the background. And then we can see that by default, the RGB lights will be turned on, and it is going to slowly transition into the different colors of the rainbow. So it actually looks pretty attractive, although there is no way, it seems right now, to only use the light without turning the fan on. You have multiple colors going on at the same time that can make it look pretty attractive, like green on the side, slightly bluish towards the other side. The display is also backlit, so it's pretty easy to read, and it tells us right now we have 100% of battery remaining. We're at the first mode. We can switch it up to the second mode. Notably, you can hear it produces more sound and does also make more wind. The third and maximum mode, where it's going to be the loudest. Over here, you definitely can hear it, but overall, it also produces the most amount of wind, so it can get you feeling the most relaxed as well. It will drain power faster, however, as a result. And then once again, we'll turn it completely off. So those 3 modes, pretty easy to use. Again, I can long hold on this button for a few seconds, and that will turn the backlight completely off, and now it will just be basically passing along whatever light is in the background. And here's what it looks like from the back, by the way, so you can also still see the light partially. And now for trying out the oscillating function, you can tap on the mode here. There's really only one mode in terms of it doesn't change the speed or anything like that, but at least it does have this functionality, which again, I do think is really cool on something so small. The last mode, which is going to be the spraying mist, what I will say here is, although it does feel quite comfortable, it also produces more humidity as a result. It's essentially doing the job of a humidifier or a mister. So if you have it in an area where there's a lot of paper, if you're working and there's also a computer or phone nearby, just make sure you keep that in mind. And now it's running with the mister turned on, so when you put your fingers on it, it does make it feel a little bit cooler, especially if you have water that is going to be filled with ice, it does also make a bit of a difference. It's not going to really kind of lower, let's say, the temperature of a room by 10 or 20 degrees, but certainly when you're putting it onto your skin temperature, it still feels refreshing. A slightly close-up shot, as well as what the entire effect looks like if I am in the dark. You can see the light here becomes even more apparent, and again, the mist is getting dissipated by the wind in a pretty even manner. So that's more or less it as far as our hands-on review of this mini portable fan that has an oscillating base and a mister. Again, this is really not an air conditioner, even though some of the sellers and stores might advertise it as one. That is a little bit misleading, but if you are picking it up primarily to be used as a fan, I do think this is actually one of the most complete versions I've seen yet. So you can check out more details if you're interested in the links below. For now, that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews.